is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and
What's up, everyone? Carolina Girl here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Salty Carolina Girl on TikTok. It is Monday, August 10th, 2026. I hope everyone's had a great weekend, and I hope you had a great day today. I can honestly say I had a better day today than I did yesterday. I still have a broken finger, and it hurts, but it has been a better day. I wanted to come to you today because I want to talk to you about Ryan Anderson. If you don't know who he is, which I'm sure there's some people out there that don't, but if you're in this community, you know who he is. But he was married to Gypsy Rose Blanchard at one time, and for some reason, he's still riding her coattails. And now I think it's time to really hang it up, Ryan. I think you're done at this point. And I know you're not bright enough to see it yourself, but hopefully these people that support you at this point, they're going to be done with you after this, because I hope this gets to circulating around. I know these videos and clips have already been making their way around and stuff, but and I'm a little bit late to the game. But like I said, in the summertime, I'm just really busy, so it's hard for me. It's just really hard for me to, kind of stay on top of the game, and I do apologize, but I wanted to put my 2 cents in, and I do hope this video gets circulating, because I think the people that support this man need to see it. They need to, because this is his true colors. What you see online on his lives, that's not him. That's not the real him. He's going to tell, well, I mean, not for the most part, if you don't agree with him, he just blocks you, and stuff. And if you ask him a question and he knows pretty much not to answer it, he's not going to answer it. I've seen certain questions asked to him and he's just glossed right over it. But now we're getting ready to hear about the real Ryan Anderson. And so while he was dating Gypsy, and when they got married, while she was in prison, he was a special education teacher. And then once the Lifetime reality show was over and Gypsy left him, he basically I think he got fired from his job, but he never pursued anything else. And if he hasn't really made it public. To my knowledge, all he does is sit on TikTok, day in and day out, night in, night out, doing these stupid battles and stuff. And I do know he does cameos, or he used to. I'm not sure if he's even doing cameos anymore, but nobody would really know who this man is unless he was married to Gypsy Rose Blanchard, because to me, he's not interesting. The only thing he's got going for him is Pixie. Pixie's just adorable. But to sit there and listen to his lives, if he's not going, Pixie, talking about his lights or talking about wrestling or arguing with the chat, he's just not interesting. And now I thought I lost my respect for him. Any respect I had, I thought I lost, when the prison emails came out. But these calls are really like icing on the cake for me. And, I just don't care for this man. I never have. I always thought that he was arrogant. And you could tell as time went on, his head just kept getting bigger and bigger. And the way he treats people on his lives and talks to the women. I mean, because most of his supporters, I think, are women. And probably, I'm going to go on a limb, older single women. And he talks to these people like, I don't know. He definitely doesn't have any respect for the people in there throwing money at him and stuff, or doing whatever and supporting his battles. And people say one wrong thing to him, and the next thing you know, he's making an inappropriate sexual innuendo joke about the person's mom. And I just think he's disgusting. And so, I wanted to, but before I really got into these clips that I have lined up to play for you, though, I wanted to, because a lot of these prison calls are coming out and there's different guys. And so I'm going to try to give you a timeline. Now, this is from Gypsy's prison emails. And this is as big as I can get it on my end. And so I have a little trouble reading it, but it says, yeah, I'm just going to start where there's 4 different guys here. And I'm going to start at the first one, which is Robert. He's age 34 and they dated for 2 weeks. It was September 2nd, 2015 to September 15th, 2017. She dumped him for Ken. And Ken was age 24 at the time. They dated for 2 years. They started dating September 15, 2017, and broke up October 2nd, 2019. Officially broke up October 2nd, 2019. The engagement was actually called off after Raina visited her. I think Raina visited her either at the end of July or at the beginning of August or something like that at 2019. And shortly after is when they pretty much kind of started having problems. And so they broke up in 2019. She says Ken dumped her, but a call that I just listened to, I want to say last night, or I can't really keep up with it, but I just listened to a call and they were arguing. The call was dated August 5th, I think, August 5th, 2019. And they were arguing on the phone. Raina had just visited. She didn't approve of them getting married, blah, blah, blah. And in fact, that was the infamous call where she's talking about why she murdered Dee Dee, in fact, the true reason why she murdered Dee Dee. And yeah, because she didn't mean to say that on record. She was pissed off at Ken. They were arguing. And so it was August 5th, 2019 is when they started having issues. And so, but she has here, it's October 2nd is their official date. But anyway, she was telling him in that call that the reason why she broke up with him is because she thought he was going to break up with her. So she wanted to do it first. And so I'm going to say Gypsy broke up with him, but she says all this time she's been saying it was him. And that's why he felt the need that I guess he had to set the record straight or something like that. That's when he come bopping back into the Lifetime show or whatever. And so after Ken was the guy named Jeff. We've all heard that name. Becca Scoops I think it was on her live that she was talking about Jeff. She's got a lot of the Jeff calls. And he was age 41 at the time. They dated for a year, started dating November 18th, 2019. But according to one of the calls that Becca has heard, they were dating pretty much as soon as her and Ken broke up. I mean, she went from Ken to Jeff almost immediately. And she was already talking to Jeff while she was talking to Ken. In fact, Ken asked her in a call if she knew who Jeff was. And she was like, Jeff, I don't know who a Jeff is. And Ken actually asked her, he knew the guy's full name. I know the guy's full name, but I don't feel comfortable putting out his full name like that. But it's out there. But the guy's name's Jeff as far as I'm concerned. But Ken was like, do you know Jeff so-and-so? And she was like, no, I don't have a clue who that is. I don't know what you're talking about. And the whole time she was talking to him. She was talking to him, Ken, the whole time. She knew who he was. But anyway, so yeah, they dated for a year. They broke up in January. I think it's January 2021. And she says that he broke up with her because she wasn't really over Ken yet. And then we have Ryan there at the bottom, age 35, and she's got him unclassified or unverified or whatever it's called for 18 months and current. So at the time of this email, he was just in the friend zone, basically. That's where she had him. She says, we're close. He is my best friend. And the feelings I have for him is a comfortable love. A comfortable love, Ryan. She's not in love with you. She has a comfortable love. I can be myself with him and know he loves me for me. I don't have to be fake. He sees me on my good days and my bad days and always there for support. I've cried to him and other guys who have rejected me, like I said, the print's real small on my end. Says who have rejected me or broke my heart. I've taken my anger out on him by making him pushing him away, but he has stayed a loyal companion through all the good and bad I've shown him about myself. And I'm going to tell you right now, she was downright just mean to this man in the emails. But at the same time, she told him that she was not attracted to him. She told him 2 or 3 times that she was not physically attracted to him. But no matter what she said to him, and I mean, let me tell you, I just did a video. Well, I didn't just do a video, but I did a video on Ryan, and I have most of their prison emails, and I tried to put them in order. And I'm going to say probably up to his 10 to 15 emails that he would send her, she would send one back. And there were three responses. If you go through those emails, there's only 3 responses he got from her. Buy me something, send me money, or stop talking to me. Stop contacting me. And that's the way she treated him. She treated him like a piece of shit on the bottom of her shoe. And she told, she would be writing her other friends, telling her how much that she was, this is her words, okay, her words, how much she was tricking the fuck out of him because he bought her whatever she wanted and, do whatever she wanted. And that was her words. I've got the email in that video for Ryan Anderson on my YouTube page, and where I was revoking his man card. And that's been probably been about 3 or 4 months ago now that I put that video out. But it was about when the prison emails came out, or right after the prison emails came out, and I could actually read all through them and stuff. And so, yeah, that's when I put that video out, because I was completely disgusted with him. The way he begged her, he literally begged this girl. She said, Ryan, I'm not physically attracted to you. And he was like, please, Gypsy, please. I just want to be a part of your life. Please, I'm willing to be a side piece. Side piece. What respectable man does that or says that? I can't. I just can't. I can't imagine. I would never in my life beg somebody to be with me. If you don't want to be with me, so be it. I don't want you with me. I don't want somebody to be with me if they don't love me. And so why would you want somebody to be with you, Ryan, that doesn't love you? Truly love you, like in love with you. She loved you for, being a friend. You were her punching bag. You were her girlfriend, because she would talk to you about other guys. And so you were her best pal. And so, yeah, she did love and care for you in that sense. But that doesn't, just because she loved and cared for you in that sense, doesn't mean she was in love with you. That woman has never been in love with you, Ryan. If you go back and watch the first episode of Life After Lockup, she didn't want to be intimate with you. I know that was the first thing on your mind as soon as you got her in your car and could get her back to the hotel room. I'm pretty sure that was the first thing that you wanted to do, but she couldn't be bothered. In fact, when you touched her knee, it looked like you almost made her sick. Maybe you don't see it, but I know whoever watched that Lifetime episode, they saw it, because the whole Facebook group that I was in when that episode aired, that Facebook group blew up. All kind of people were talking about it. And so, I know maybe you do see it in private and you're just not willing to say, publicly. But man, you're making yourself look like a joke at this point, just by the way you're going on with all this Gypsy shit, and then now this. I think this is pretty much, you're going to be done, Ryan, or you should be, because, you were a special education teacher while you were married to Gypsy, and when she first got out of prison. And this one call, this clip goes out to, I think her name is Kyla. I hope I pronounced that right, but shout out to Kyla. And I'm going to have her links in the description box, so that way you know who to look for. But she put this clip out. But this is Gypsy and Ryan talking about, on a prison phone call, about what their future, they were just, they were kind of joking around, but they were talking about their future family. And they were, I guess, talking about having t-shirts made up or something like that. Let's have a listen.
For you, it would be like Mr. Anderson, and I would be Mrs. Anderson. But then when we have kids, yours becomes like something like Daddy Anderson and like Mommy Anderson, and then we'll have like Baby Anderson.
Oh, that's cute. You can wear that to family functions?
Yeah.
Or you can be, I can wear it be Cuddle Muffin, and you can be Snuggle.
And then what would our kids
I don't know. We'll come up with nicknames for the little bastard.
oh.
We'll come up with nicknames for them bastards. We'll get them.
I wanted to pause it there real quick. I mean, that's really nice, isn't it? I mean, to be kind of referring like that to what you possibly any children you might have with this woman. And Gypsy just thinks it's great. Do you hear her cackling in the background? She just thinks it's the funniest thing she's ever heard.
I don't know. We'll think of something. Isn't that terrible?
Oh, or because of your awful comments today, our luck we would get one that's a little special and be like, that's our special girl or our special boy.
Oh, you mean our little Rita? Yeah, that'd be our little Riri.
And so I'm going to pause it there and I'll rewind it back a little bit. But here he just said the full R word. He said, oh, you mean our little full R word? I'm not going to say it. And then he proceeds to say, and, cut it to Riri for short. And then he continues joking about that. And like I said, Gypsy's just having the time of her life. Let me just rewind it back just a little bit.
Oh, you mean our little Rita? Yeah, that'd be our little Riri. That's what we call them. Instead of Renee, it'd be Riri. You know that's cute. And you like that nickname for Renee, Riri. It's gonna stick. Yeah, where's my little Riri?
Oh, fuck.
It's disturbing to me. It reminds me.
And like I said, shout out to Kyla. That was her clip that I grabbed because I wanted to get that part of it where they were talking about like what they're just kind of joking around, and Gypsy. I don't think really Gypsy was joking around. I think she was pretty serious because that's how she is. She likes to do stuff like that. I think she got her, Ken, and the baby matching shirts or sweaters or something at one point and all that. And so yeah, she likes to do stuff like that. And so this next clip is of Ryan talking about his students. Okay. And like I said, at the time, he was a special education teacher. And this clip right here really floored me, and he's talking to Gypsy here. And I'm just going to ask, it's kind of funny because I've been hearing a lot this racist word being thrown around a lot. Racist. So I'm, if you want to hear racist, this is Queen Bee herself and her, at the time, husband. And even though it was a prison phone call, yeah, it's a prison phone call. But like I said, it was monitored and recorded because unfortunately, when you go to prison, you don't have privacy rights. You just don't have privacy rights. And, if you commit a crime, I guess people do have the right to FOIA your information. And, that's why you probably shouldn't say shit on the line when you're being recorded. But, I guess they just thought it was a recording. My intro is what they hear every time they call. And then when you press 1, because you press 1 to accept the inmate's call, you press 2 to deny the inmate's call, you press 6 to block the inmate's call. I heard that shit so many times with these calls, I've got it memorized. And every time, just to be funny, when I'm in people's chats listening to these calls to be played, I hit 6. To block my number because I don't want to accept calls from that inmate. So I hit 6 just to be funny. But, so when you hit that 1, you're accepting like the terms to the agreement there. You're going to be monitored and recorded. And let me tell you, Ryan, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to know. I don't even care. I'm not even going to get into that. But I mean, we already know that your kink and fetish was, you wanted to be caught by somebody in the act. And I think it was a child or something like that, or that was your fantasy or something like that. I don't know. I haven't heard the call myself, but I've heard about it, and it's just disgusting. And I already read that email, but when the email came out, you were like, oh no, you were denying it. But come to find out, it sounds like it's true. And you're just a nasty man. You're just a nasty, nasty man. And I'm just going to go ahead and play this next clip for you guys, because I don't want this video to be too long.
Like one person that doesn't get picked up. So I can only take her to the cafeteria at 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong, it fucking sucks. Because I have to sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait. And I'm like, God damn it, where's your parents? I'm like, I want to say that so bad. Like, God damn it, where are your fucking people? Because, I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
Probably picking up an 8-ball at the trap house.
And I'm going to pause it there because the captions right there are not correct. It's not picking up a baseball at the trap house. She said she's probably picking up an 8-ball at the crack house, is what she said.
What? You were thinking it.
I was not. I was thinking like at work, working. You were sitting there thinking at the crack house, maybe. That's what I was thinking at work, and you were thinking crack house. There's that KKK robe. Where's it at?
Oh, you were out yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I fucking wore that son of a bitch.
I'm going to pause it there. So, he's asking her where her KKK robe is at. And, most people, I don't know. I don't joke about that kind of shit. And so I don't think it's really funny. But Gypsy thought it was funny. And she was like, well, you wore it yesterday. And so they're making jokes about being racist. Okay. I mean, you haven't even heard it yet. You haven't really heard it all yet. But I mean, so they're making jokes about being racist.
I told Rusty that at work.
What did you tell her?
I told her what you said.
What'd I say?
I said he's not racist. We're not racist, but the N-word sure did come out a couple times.
I love it. You told Lucky that. We're not racist. Maybe you're the most racist person I know.
That is not true. Your cousin.
So here he's telling her, baby, you're the most racist person I know. And she said, that's not true. Your cousin. So she says it's not true that she's the most racist. His cousin's the most racist. So I guess she's the next most racist, is what she's saying. So I find this interesting. And I know what the excuse is going to be. The excuse is going to be, oh, she was just going along with him. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. 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 I don't want to hear any excuses about this. I really don't.
Say what? I was doing what?
Isn't your cousin the one that's no, your brother.
My brother.
Yeah.
My brother's more racist. Yeah, I guess you're right. My brother's more racist than you or me.
Yeah.
But you're up there.
No, I'm not. I don't. I play.
I do too. I do too, baby. I teach black kids. If I was racist, I wouldn't teach them black kids shit. I'm like, I want y'all bastards to be stupid.
Well, at least if you got a job on the ghetto side of town.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, baby, being a teacher's hard. It's not an easy job.
Well, I mean, what's the difference between Hamilton and this one?
Well, this one is nice because I only have to come up with one lesson. Like, and it's 6th grade, so it's not anything difficult. I just spend the most of my time fucking arguing and fucking cocksucking black sons of bitches.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on there real quick. This is Ryan Anderson talking about his students. I mean, you know, hey, if y'all just want to say, if y'all want to make excuses for it, go right ahead. But I can't, you know, I'm not, I didn't like this man from the get-go. I thought he was fake. I mean, there was always something about him. And, you know, he's fake. I'm going to rewind that back. I think everybody really needs to listen to these clips that I'm playing, seriously, because I've got them all here for you, kind of all the ones that I could find. And I think there's probably others out there. And, you know, I'll be making videos as we go. Unfortunately, I just don't have a lot of time right now because I'm still working on the one that I want to do about, you know, Ken and that video. And that's a little bit more extensive. And so, but, you know, these calls keep coming out and things keep catching my attention. And so I know I promised the other video was going to be my next one, but like I said, this is really, to me, important. It really needs to get out and it needs to circulate. People need to know who this man is.
Not anything difficult. I just spend the most of my time fucking arguing and fucking cocksucking black sons of bitches.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Just arguing, like, sit down. Like, baby, if I tell I need to count how many times I say sit down in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, sit down or hush or be quiet, stop talking. Yeah, those are the big 4. But
Yeah.
sit down is probably the one I say probably the most. Because during class, I just get up, walk around, like, sit your motherfucking ass down. I don't know.
I wish you were working back at the hospital.
Oh, yeah? At the pussy butt thing?
Congratulations.
Tell you what, Miss Homewrecker is like a black girl.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she gets all ghetto, and I'm just like, ugh, get out of my room.
Whoa, is she still bothering you in your classroom?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Like, she didn't come to my classroom today, but, like, she comes in the morning and she tries to tell me how to do stuff, and it's like, okay, all right, but then I'm like, get the fuck
This
out
call
of
is
my
from a
room.
correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
You have 1 minute left.
You know, my homeroom's just so bad. Oh, no, it's okay, baby. It's getting better. I will say it's getting better.
All right, for the most part, I'm just going to go ahead and end that one. But that's the gist of that call. And you can tell, I mean, hell, it comes on while not only do they hear that recording at the beginning, you know, where it tells them they're being monitored and recorded, it comes on periodically throughout the call telling them, you know, they're going to be monitored or they are being monitored and recorded during that call. And it always seems like every time they say something that they shouldn't say, that's when that recording pops on. It's kind of funny, but that's how it works. And so I wanted to give a shout out to Becca. Becca, that was a clip from one of Becca's videos that I clipped. And so I can't remember where I clipped this one at, and I do apologize. I really do apologize. But this is the Queen Bee, Gypsy herself, dropping the N-word. And unfortunately, I understand why they redacted the N-word, but they redacted Ryan saying that, you know, he loved his racist baby, and they redacted the word racist, and I'm not quite sure why. I do understand why they redacted the N-word, but this is the Queen Bee herself. She's talking about the people that were in her pod. She didn't want to go out and hang out in the pod because she didn't want to be with the people she didn't like. And she apparently dropped the N-word. Then Ryan repeats the N-word, and then he says how much he loves his racist baby.
I don't have to be out in the day room with all of the people that I don't like.
Gypsy Rose Anderson.
What?
That was cute. You know?
Oh.
I love that my baby's.
You're not.
I love that my baby is so fucking.
What's really ironic is that in this.
And so, like I said, I do apologize. I cannot remember. I went back to try to find where I clipped this from, and I could not find you again. And I do apologize, but this is not my work. And so, shout out to the person that it belongs to. And so, this next clip is from Becca as well. And this clip is Ryan saying that he did not want to hear about his wife being attracted to a black guy. And they talk about Patrick Mahomes. And for those that don't know who Patrick Mahomes is, he's the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I just happen to love Patrick Mahomes. I think he's going to be the next Tom Brady if he plays long enough. I don't know. He might make his money and get out, be smart and get out early. Tom stayed because he couldn't get off the field. I think he loved the game and he couldn't stand to walk off the field, but age caught up to him. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, this next clip, like I said, is Ryan saying that he didn't want to hear about his wife being attracted to a black guy.
Yeah, you tell her I saw the kiss.
Oh, and they're also talking about Mia and her fiance. I think at the beginning of this, I think they're talking about Mia and her fiance, Andre.
And she's cheating.
I don't know who they're talking about, but she said, I saw her kiss a black guy.
What's up with that?
Yeah, be like, tell her quit. Ryan said quit tricking people.
You're bad.
Yeah, tell her quit using that white guy as a trick.
For some vending machine.
Yeah, for vending machine food. But here's the thing, that son of a bitch is like that guy is showing up and Tony can't. So Lori needs to give him a shot.
Not this part. It's coming up right after this when you'll hear where she's saying that Mia is attracted to black guys, and that's when she starts to say something about herself, and you'll hear what Ryan says.
Lori doesn't like white guys though.
Oh well, she needs to get over that. I mean, her husband was white, wasn't he?
Yes, she was white.
Okay, maybe that's why. Has she ever been with a black dude?
I don't think so.
Okay, so then what the fuck?
I never asked, but she's attracted to them.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I can say for me, unless the only.
Shut your mouth.
I was just an actor. Which
I don't mind. No. I don't want to hear my wife say she's attracted to black guys.
What? It gets worse.
No, I don't want to hear that one bit. I will hang the phone up.
Oh my God, you're so bad.
I want to hang the phone up when you talk about Patrick Mahomes, but I don't.
Okay, now, for those of you who don't know who.
I wasn't talking about Patrick Mahomes. At least he's half white.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I know, but his bro's not.
His what?
His bro. His little half bro.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I gotta go. You couldn't stand it. You just had to throw it out there. You just had to throw it out there. Well, my wife was attracted to a black dude. I'm about to hang up. I don't like it.
Well, I think it's kind of funny how all little black people are attracted to you.
Well, they are. They love this white boy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there were some that were really pretty, but no, I don't date black girls.
That's all.
Yeah, that was at the hospital, but.
I don't care. Honestly, if you were with a black girl, I don't care.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, in the past, not currently.
I was about to say, what?
No, not currently, but, like, if you were like, yeah, I fucked a black chick one time, like, I wouldn't not want to be with you.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't fuck a black chick.
Okay.
I'm just joking. I want to see what you say.
Okay, I don't care.
Damn, that was good, baby. Okay, well, let's go burn your KKK blanket. Let's go burn your KKK robe.
Go burn your KKK robe.
That was the least racist comment you've ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, no. I like the cape that you put on every once in a while.
Oh, man.
You know, just playing with you.
So what's going on with your brother, and your stepbrother? Anything?
I don't know. Nothing right now. Like, you know, like the situation just kind of fizzled out last night. They all went home.
Okay, so I'm
All right, that's the end of that clip. And so, I don't know. I just, it sounds like there is a little bit of racism there to me. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't sit around and joke like that. I don't care who I'm talking to. I don't sit around and joke like that. And yeah, I don't know. I just, I don't, to me, it's not acceptable behavior, but like his excuse is he was talking to his wife in the privacy of his own home as far as he's concerned. And that's all well and good, but you're putting on a fake persona when you get online. Because if you talk like that, like you did to her, why don't you joke with the people that's supporting you, Ryan? Why don't you talk to these people like the way you talk online, or not online, but on these phone calls? Because we don't see this Ryan. I think this Ryan that we're hearing on these calls is the real you. And you don't present yourself. You present half of yourself when you're online. And so this next clip is of Ryan and Gypsy. They're talking about the Super Bowl. And this is courtesy of Audacious Audrey.
I want a kiss next month.
I'm gonna try.
There ain't no try. We just do it. There is no try. You just fucking do it.
Do or do not, there is no try.
That's right. I'll tell you what, the money I won gambling last night, I'm just going to bring it up there and bribe a guard. That way we'll just give me 10 minutes.
That's not 10K.
Well, I mean, a K might work for them fucking guards. You're worth more than that, but you never know. They might not make no money.
Well, we just have to keep on betting like 5 more times.
Yeah, just throw all that money away that I just won. Just try to make one bet.
Uh-huh.
No. That's how you lose. No.
When can you claim it?
Huh?
When can you claim it?
I've already withdrawn it, so it's going to take probably a week before it hits my bank account.
Awesome.
I know. I'm excited. I actually withdrew I won 15, so I withdrew 14. And I just left 100 in there so I can bet again. And I'm probably going to bet it for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Which is not today.
Which is not today. That's right. Now, tomorrow I'm going to have to take my brother and my stepbrother up to the Gold Nugget. I already know it, to make a bet, but I probably won't even get out of the car.
I know. Well, I want you guys to have some
This
blood
call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Say what?
You have 1 minute left.
I'm going to want you guys to have some brotherly bonding time, so I probably won't call during the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be watching. What?
No, you can call me during the Super Bowl. Just for the record, you can call me, and I will answer.
Okay. I'm gonna be watching 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, really? You're not gonna watch Super Bowl at all? Not even the halftime show?
Not even the halftime.
Oh, that's right, because they're all Negroes. That's right. I forgot.
Did you hear that? I'm not going to repeat it. I know it's kind of low, but yeah. Did you hear that? And she's just cackling. I'm going to rewind it back just a little bit.
Which is not today.
Which is not today. That's right. Now, tomorrow I'm going to have to take my brother and my stepbrother up to the Gold Nugget. I already know it, to make a bet, but I probably won't even get out of the car.
I know. Well, I want you guys to have some
This
blood
call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Say what?
You have 1 minute left.
I'm gonna want you guys to have some brotherly bonding time, so I probably won't call during like the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna be watching. What?
No, you can call me during the Super Bowl. Just for the record, you can call me, and I will answer.
Okay. I'm gonna be watching 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, really? You're not gonna watch Super Bowl at all? Not even the halftime show?
Not even the halftime.
Oh, that's right, because they're all Negroes. That's right. I forgot. No, that is hot. I like that scream.
Love you.
I love you. I'm gonna eat.
All right. I don't want to hear any more about that. As far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that's what I have for you tonight, guys. I'm just, I'm disgusted with this man. I really am. Never cared for him to begin with, but I didn't watch him. I didn't support him or anything like that. But I'm really just getting, I'm getting tired of him, just being an issue. I mean, I don't know. He just thinks he's somebody. I mean, the other night I was watching a battle that he was doing, and it was a blonde female that he was battling, and people were in her chat trying to tell her that things were coming out about Ryan that you may not be wanted to, you may not want to affiliate yourself with. And she was like, anybody that talks about my friend Ryan will be blocked immediately. I don't care what you have to say. He's famous. And I'm thinking, what? He's famous for what? Please tell me what he's famous for. Because, being married to Gypsy Rose Blanchard, that's not famous. What the hell? You know what she's known for? Killing her mom. It's not a flex, especially after her admittance on here on the recording to Ken, because she was so pissed off at him running her mouth to him. It came right on out, because I know damn well she didn't mean to say that on recording. Or maybe she did, because she's that stupid. Anybody on these damn calls, your call is monitored and recorded. And y'all are just sitting here talking like you're talking on your little Samsung Galaxy, going down the road or something. Well, I guess the people on the outside could have been doing that. But Gypsy Rose, she wasn't. She was in prison, folks, where everything she does is monitored and recorded. That girl couldn't wipe her ass without being monitored and recorded. Do you not understand that? There were eyes and ears on her at all times. And I understand she makes it sound like she was away at day camp. And maybe she wasn't monitored and recorded, because she did sound like she was at day camp or away at college. That's what she made it sound like. But Ryan's big thing is, and I can understand why you're big mad now, because your true identity's coming out and you don't want people to see it. That's why he's big mad, folks. And I think this video needs to circulate. And I think all his supporters need to see it. If you know who our supporters are, tag them in the comment section so they can see this video. I think it's very important. I know of one that I'm going to tag. So that way I hope he takes a look at it, because I think it's important. Especially if you're going to affiliate yourself with this. Especially, I don't know anything about this person, but you know, if you have any kind of brands or anything like that you want to protect, you might want to, you know, you might want to keep an arm's length from this dude, because he's not a good dude. He's really not. And so that's going to be it for me for the most part. You know, let me know what you think about this video. And like I said, if you know anybody that supports this man, tag them in the comment section so they can see this video. Please repost it if you can, because I think it needs to get out there. I think people need to see this. They need to see what kind of person this guy is and what kind of person Gypsy is, because she supported it. She went right along with it. Very comfortable with being called a racist and having a KK robe and blanket and all that jazz. And, you know, I'll be damned. No. Don't affiliate me with that shit. And, you know, so obviously Ryan's a good old boy and Gypsy didn't mind being a good old girl, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off of here, because it's already kind of late. I'm going to have to do a little editing, but I'd like to get this video out tonight. And so I want everybody to have a good rest of your evening. I want to thank everybody that supports my channel, whether it's on YouTube or TikTok. As always, without you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. And I do greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And so with that being said, y'all take care, and I'm out of here.
If you ask me what I want to do with my life, like I told you before in my email, I want to get out. I want to start to freaking rebuild relationships with the people that I care about.